Hi everybody, Zach Sprax, and welcome back to another episode reaction of the Apothecary Diaries. Today we're checking out episodes 5 and 6 of Season 2. Last time we had a lot of things get set up for us with the story, things that I feel like are going to be playing out over these next few episodes or maybe across the entire season, and I'm really excited to see all this play out because we had a lot of things get introduced to us last time. First and foremost, we had Gaoxuan come to MAOMAO with a predicament where basically these two girls are in this house, they never leave, they're always watched, and one of them ended up pregnant. So MAOMAO's going to be on the task to figure out all of that, how that happened and why. Gaoxuan also seems to know more than he's letting on, so I feel like he might be more involved or he might know those people personally. That's all going to be revealed over time, I'm sure. Then we also had this caravan conspiracy happen where we maybe have some kind of attack on Lady Kyokyo where they want to either reveal her pregnancy or terminate the baby somehow. How they even know about the pregnancy also remains to be seen, but I'm excited for all of that to play out. I feel like this conspiracy is probably the big thing that's going to carry throughout the entire season, maybe even beyond, because it also could potentially link the assassination attempt from Jinshi of Season 1. Like, it could be the same people. That was kind of brought up. So that's on my radar right now as well, guys. I'm really excited to see more of that play out. We also have this envoy from this caravan group, and the envoy wants to meet this courtesan who's like a moon fairy or something like that. And they've heard the stories all about it, but the stories are really old. And MAOMAO revealed that it's actually her grandmother was the said person in the story, and that's going to play out further in this episode too, guys. So I'm really excited. We have a lot going on. I can't wait to dive in and get started more with all of you. So thank you so much for joining me. As always, it means a lot that you're here. If you haven't already, please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel for more reactions coming soon. We do have a Patreon as well where you can help support this channel, so feel free to check it out. The link is in the description below. Thank you to those of you that have already done so. For just $1 a month, you can watch this video unedited and unfiltered. It means a lot to me if you consider, so please do if you can. And here we go with episodes 5 and 6 of Season 2. Let's go. Man, this opening, like, just in these 5 episodes now, it's grown on me so much. I think I initially said that this was my least favorite of the 3, and I really feel like that has changed. It might be my most favorite now. I can't decide. It's so hard to rank these guys because they're all so different, and they're all so good, and they're all so fun and just catchy, and like each opening kind of represents different things. And you know, so right now we have the stuff happening in this season being shown and represented, and you know, clues throughout and everything. So I'm just kind of really finding myself immersed into this opening, and the song, it's just so good, man. It's so good. So I don't know, I can't rank them anymore right now at the moment. I'm gonna need some time to think about it because this is a jam, man. This opening is so good. These doors, like, tells me that there's lots of like depths and layers and mysteries, you know, upon mystery and stuff like that. And there's a shot coming up, I think, where you see all the characters coming out of a different door, you know, some upside down, some sideways. I think it's like right up here coming up, maybe. Yeah, right here, I think. Here it is. Okay, yeah, that shot. That tells me that, like, nobody's, like, safe. Like, everybody's a suspect. Everybody's could be a victim. Like, there's so much happening, and we don't know. It's just there's so many different scenarios that could be going on. So, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm reading into that wrong or too much, but I'm excited, nevertheless, to have this all play out. So let's go.
Rumors often take on a life of their own. The farther and wider they spread, the more distant they get from the truth. Sometimes they become something else entirely. A grand story, similar in nature to mythology and fables.
All right, episode 29 overall.
I'm leaving.
I wish you all the best.
Guess who?
Je suis.
Good job. So was it my voice?
She's so friendly.
She's the bug girl.
Of course,
We know that much.
and our gossip buddies.
Check this out. What a cutie, right?
You know, some people might consider this harassment.
I found heaps of insects I've only seen inside books, including the new buddies I've been collecting here.
Yeah, you've certainly been busy.
They're moths. These are nocturnal, so you won't see any now, but they're really pretty.
I wonder if they were around when the old lady danced.
Okay, yeah, they kind of glowed, they glowed really highly in the moonlight, and we saw at the end, and it was like the moon fairy itself, you know, so that was pretty cool, but it turned out it's just a moth, apparently.
Sparkle in the moonlight? Do you happen to know if these moths mate right after they emerge?
I think so.
Shisui! There is something I'm going to need your help with! There's a chance this might actually work.
Yeah, because they want to recreate this whole thing for these caravan people. They're going to need the fairies surrounding the person they use. So everybody's going to be in on this ruse, except for the people, the audience.
A few days later, a great banquet was held for the two envoys. It took place in the Northern Garden, where the Moon Fairy appeared 50 years ago. Guests enjoyed the shows from within their carriages, mostly out of concern for the envoys attracting unwanted attention. The lady further away looks like the quiet type, while the one near acts like she's the most attractive woman in the world.
So we got blue and red gems. That's what tell
There's
those
no
two apart.
denying them in terms of beauty.
So the blue one's the
These
quiet one.
envoys are equals to the high-ranking concubines. The music and performances are flashier than usual, I guess to match our guests. And yet, they don't seem impressed. I heard they're cousins with a shared grandfather, but they're more like twins. Time for the Moon Fairy to appear. All right, it's showtime.
They're not showing them.
Did you happen to notice, Eileen, how they made the music more colorful to match us, yet the dancing seemed only average at best? The four concubines couldn't even emerge from their blinds. The Moon Fairy grandfather saw probably wasn't that impressive either.
Oh. Oh, is it? It's Jinshi.
This guy...
Wow.
Stunning. I'm guessing this is what the envoy's grandfather saw.
Oh man, they pulled this off perfectly. I'm sold.
Diana. I may have messed up the pronunciation, but I think they got it. Diana, the moon goddess from Western myth.
So it appears to have gone well.
Yes, we were able to accomplish what we set out to do. Pulling a dark cloth off of a person creates the impression that they've suddenly appeared. Some of them emit scents in order to attract the opposite sex. The male moths must have been attracted to the old lady because of the smell. Their glow made her appear
Just
like
a
moon
fortunate
fairy
coincidence
dancing with the
of all
lights.
that.
What a coincidence. It took a lot to make sure the envoys were the only audience for the performance. It's best for certain eyes only. After all, that face has the power to bring a country to ruins.
Hey,
She's not wrong.
I did everything you asked, and you just ignore me?
Thank you, Master Jinshi.
Please tell me it all worked.
Indeed. As far as what the envoys wished to see, I believe we gave them everything they wanted.
All right. Fine.
Ooh, what was that? Okay, so that just those two words tells me that maybe she was aware of the ruse. Maybe she figured something out, and she's like, okay, if you're
They
gonna
ended
play
up
tricks on
actually
me,
following through.
I'm gonna play tricks on you.
I am proud to be
And
the
maybe
first
she's up
generation
gonna be
to
up to
go.
something now.
Anyway, I need to run off.
Go learn a lot. There's not much work to do back at the Jade Pavilion. And the quack seems like he's busy taking care of the scented oils issue. Now that I think about it, it hasn't been fully resolved yet. Individually, they're harmless, but can be poisonous when combined. Who conspired to get those brought into the rear palace in the first place?
I'm looking into it. Do you think it's possible the special envoys are responsible?
I'm not sure. Well, it's more than likely landing a spot as a concubine was one
I feel
of
like
their main
it's an
objectives for
inside
coming all
job
the way here.
telling the
have more to
envoys
worry
or the
about after having
caravan
their pride
people
destroyed.
to do something, to do this. Because how would they know about the pregnancy? How would they know, the mixture of
The Rear
the
Palace
smells
has
and
4
aromas to
high-ranking
create
consorts.
this effect.
Given
You know,
the
like I
influence
feel
her
like it's all
family
connected.
exerts,
There is a
concubine Loma
conspiracy,
should be the most important. Her father,
but somebody on
Shisho,
the
is a
inside
favorite
is
retainer who's held that
behind
spot
all
since
of
the
this.
previous
Is
emperor's
what I'm
reign.
thinking.
Even though the emperor visits her often, he's not exactly passionate about it. And the question is, who was behind the previous poisoning attempt on concubine Gyokyo while she was pregnant with Princess Lingli? If Lady Hongyang's read is correct, it's the middle-ranking concubine who died in the mushroom incident the other day. So if that's the case, where did she learn about different kinds of poisons?
I keep thinking
Sweet
too
A.
about Sweet A. Yeah,
They never found out what happened to her.
maybe she's the one, the
But why?
mastermind. You know,
For what reason?
for what reason
And
though?
why did
I
she
don't
go
know.
after Master Jinshi? Cherry season is almost at an end. Ladies in waiting from the Crystal Pavilion.
They're still afraid of her.
What? All I did was push them around a little. The lone woman who wasn't wearing scented oils at their pavilion.
She gave that nasty look in
Strange,
episode
considering
2, I
the
think.
entire Crystal Pavilion seems to pick up on trends. Every group has an odd fish.
So watching her close.
I'm feeling so exhausted.
Now don't you go getting sick. What if Lady Gyokyo or the little princess catches it?
I tried being careful.
After you make her some medicine, would you mind taking her over to the clinic as well?
What clinic?
Ailon knows the way there. She'll lead the way.
All right. I had no idea there was a place like this on the north side.
Sorry, but I seem to have caught a cold.
You don't see middle-aged court ladies often.
Slight fever. Stick out your tongue. Fortunately, it doesn't seem too severe. Make sure you don't push yourself for the next couple days, and it should clear up.
I don't want any of the concubines to catch it. Could I stay here overnight just to be safe?
Come on, this way.
She seems much more professional than the quack.
I feel like this is going to be a location that Mao frequents a lot now that she knows about it.
That is the scent of alcohol, which means this place is quite often disinfected.
Let them know I'll be back tomorrow.
Understood. So this is where they quarantine ladies in waiting who aren't feeling well.
Don't you have somewhere to be, little one? Assisting the sick doesn't get you out of doing your work. Perhaps you wish to fold all this laundry for us.
No,
I
not
really
the
must be
laundry.
off. It's not as if I can stand up to older women.
Uh-oh.
You shouldn't walk around while
course
talking
he's
to
here.
yourself, or you'll fall. Where were you?
At the clinic, there. I had no idea that place existed. I was surprised to find it cleaner and more efficient than I expected. Maybe you should make that the official medical office as well.
Unfortunately, it's not that easy.
The rule is only men are allowed to be doctors. Treating a few scratches isn't an issue, but no one else is permitted to treat major injuries. Only doctors can make medicine.
So
Wow.
that explains the lack of any medicinal smells at the clinic. Oh, what about the times I broke that rule?
We simply have chosen to look the other way.
Sounds convoluted. There has to be more to this backstory.
At some point, though, we will have no choice but to figure out a new manner of finding doctors. Non-eunuchs who can perform medicine.
When the current emperor came into power, he banned the surgery outright. In other words, sooner or later, we'll be understaffed. The ban must have come right around when he got the procedure done. How tragic. If only he had waited a few more years.
What's that?
Did I just say that out loud?
We should go.
But
There
they're
is
not
still much work to be
eunuchs.
done.
She doesn't know that yet.
You're right. Oh, Apothecary. Be warned. Do not let anybody find out that you can make medicine.
I understand.
Cure for what ails you? I knew I smelled medicine on that servant girl.
Uh-oh.
I want the truth. She secretly makes concoctions, yes?
Cat's out of the bag. Now, is this old lady going to be on the level and keep the secret, you know, women helping women, or is she so by the book that she's going to report it? That could be bad all around. So I don't know, man. And I've been saying this in the episode 1 of season 2 that Mama's walking a fine line by, like, obviously it's something we want, and as society all should be equal and all that, but bringing books in for women to become more literate and to learn and all that is a fine line, because there's going to be men that don't want that. There's going to be men that are happy with women being ignorant and in their place and all of that, and that's my little soapbox, and we don't want that. We want them to grow and to improve, but your mama's got to be careful is basically what I'm trying to say. So all right, guys, we're going into the next one. Let's see what more about what's going to be happening next year. Let's go. All right, guys, episode 30,
by a lady working at the
season 2, episode 6. Let's go.
She wishes to meet you, Mao.
This is my fault. I should have been more careful. She never would have seen me taking it if I had.
We got this lady, like,
Only
is she going to
doctors are
report her or
legally
not?
permitted to make medicine.
Forgive me, my lady.
Does she seek to press charges?
No, my lady. She wants...
Speak freely, please.
All that she requests of us is that we lend Mao to her briefly.
Mao.
She's probably like a medicine maker as well. She's going to teach Mao some stuff.
Could you please fetch Yinghua?
Huh? Right, yes.
This old lady's probably like, wow, finally, like, a worthy protege I can take under my wing, maybe. I don't, like, you want to be suspicious, but there's a lot of other people we're suspicious about, guys. I kind of feel like this old lady might be on the level, might be helpful and a friend more than an enemy. So we're going to find out. That's my guess.
She seemed a tough mother hen type yesterday, but now strikes me more the wise, reserved matron.
I brought you here so I could ask for your aid.
With what?
A girl is sick.
Oh, okay. All right, so maybe it's not,
like
I'm going to teach you something. It's, I need your help.
Do you have any idea what you're asking for? Medicine done by a handmaid? If word of such thing got out!
I'm quite aware of the consequences.
What?
Then you must have reason to risk them.
Mao.
I'm listening. Please continue.
Yeah, Mama's ready to break the rules.
Are you certain you
if
wish
it's for a
to
good
hear?
cause. We know that much.
The girl is a servant I became familiar with from my regular visits to the laundry yard. Around the time the caravan arrived, she started to seem fatigued and had a mild fever, but her strange cough was most worrisome of all. Much to my alarm, I have not seen her since. I'm growing increasingly concerned. I haven't seen her in half a month now.
Half a month?
Wow. To me, guys, not a coincidence at all that this illness started when the caravans showed up. Just saying. It's all connected. We're going to find out how as time goes on.
A strange cough. If it's contagious, we need to act immediately.
All right, there she is, still sick. Ooh, real sick. Wow. I'm guessing our head lady in waiting is the one that gave that evil, this one, the one that gave the evil facial expression back in episode 1 of season 2.
You're supposed to be cleaning the main building.
I just thought...
Well, save your thoughts. I told you to stay out of it.
Sorry. Forgive me, my lady.
What does he want now?
Showing his face here after letting the prince die.
I would like to see the wise consort.
Then you have wasted the trip. I'm sorry, Doctor. I very much doubt that the lady wishes to see you.
Don't be intimidated by her.
What a markedly tall woman. Why have I never seen her before?
Show the letter.
Oh, they don't even recognize Mao. We do.
My lady, this visit is sanctioned.
Very well, then. This way, please. You ought to know my lady is in good health.
Yes, encouraging to hear.
And, of course, Lady Lihua is of imperial lineage as well. As am I, for what good it did.
Our future is in your hands. Do your best. Win the Emperor's love for the sake of our family. Lihua? Sheen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Why must fate be cruel?
So they're sisters?
Is something wrong?
I was just wondering what that shed is for.
Storage. Of little consequence.
Storage for somebody that's really sick.
What of the garden? Has there been recent work?
No, there hasn't.
You're wearing perfume today.
Oh!
Lady Sheen. It's been quite a while. Forgive me. I should have kept in touch.
Wait, stop! Unhand me!
Little lady!
Oh man, they're just letting her die. Like,
I
man,
need
this
hot
lady's
water
in
quickly.
trouble.
Please go boil some immediately.
Yes, at once.
Drink this slowly.
Is it not common practice? Quarantining the sick to prevent the spread of illness.
That's true. Though a somewhat weaker strain, this disease
Give her a
is
pillow or a
contagious.
blanket or something,
However,
man.
if you continue to treat her as you
Like-
have been, she will die.
She's not quarantined.
Not
She's
that the death of a single
hidden.
ailing servant girl would weigh greatly on your conscience. You have strategically placed a sick woman to mask the scent of incense.
Don't touch that!
The Crystal Pavilion. Ladies here harbor too many secrets. Like a treasure trove of illicit substances that were taken from the caravan.
Ooh.
Another poor eunuch is going to get a nasty whipping for his part in this. Each one is too weak to function as a poison, but if someone were to mix them together...
She's just fishing. There's no way this girl could have deduced my true intentions.
Lady Sheen, would you mind telling me why you're trying to make an abortion-inducing drug?
Oh, she knows. You cannot test MAOMAO, man. MAOMAO's too smart. Too smart for all this. But now we have our culprit.
If I knew
Someone
I was
on the
gonna find
inside,
on
like I was
first
starting to
visit,
think.
I would have forgone the disguise.
But I'm
Since
almost
they knew my
wondering, like,
face,
who
I was
is
afraid it
she
would take
coordinating with from the caravan people? I don't know.
You've been very patient. Thank you. And for the new clothes, too.
Care to explain yourself, Lady Sheen? These are all banned items, and were to be confiscated since they could be used to make deadly poisons.
This is the head lady-in-waiting at the Crystal Pavilion, and Lady Li Hua's cousin.
Okay, cousin.
She looks a bit like the consort.
I was
both
thinking
are
they were
beautiful
sisters for a
women
second, but
with an air of pride.
they're cousins. If that was
must be how she
previously
found herself in the role.
addressed, I missed it. So, apologize.
The more
guys.
beautiful flowers in one place, the more attention they garner. Given her status, it wouldn't be strange for her to serve as a mid-rank concubine. I'm sure she's well aware of that fact.
What was your intention behind keeping these banned goods?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's true, I was the one who gave the order for the maid to be moved inside the shed. But I had no idea these were in there too. So tell me, what crime have I committed?
It's not like she can be punished for quarantining a servant.
It's all hearsay. She's denying
In
it.
this place, their life is worth practically nothing.
How can you prove that these items belong to me?
No doubt the servant girl could answer that question for us.
A barely conscious, feverish servant? I'd hardly call that trustworthy.
So you've been monitoring the progression of her illness, have you? How incredibly
I was
kind
gonna say,
of
like,
you,
how can you
going out of
prove
your
that
way
they're
to
not
check on the
hers, though,
health of a
either?
lowly servant
Like, it
girl.
could go either way.
Furthermore, I suppose that would explain the reason why you still have the smell of incense on you.
Oh, okay.
Despite
There we go.
the fact you were wearing no such scent before. The scent that you have on is the exact same as this oil, Lady Sheen. And even when the bottle was placed inside of a trunk, it was somehow strong enough to seep out of both and cling to you. Mind if I check? I insist on being thorough.
I need to smell you. And slap you too.
Wretch! Don't touch me!
Apothecary!
Oh, man.
You're correct. Given my position, I have no right to lay my hands upon you. So we'll allow someone else to investigate.
But now he's scratched his precious
no
MAOMAO.
objection,
Jinshi's
I
not
can
going to
take
be
it
in
from
her
here.
favor. This woman's
Concubine
done.
Li Hua.
What would be her punishment?
If she had been attempting to induce a miscarriage, that's the murder of the Emperor's child.
Even if Sheen's target was solely me.
Hold it! You mean...
Lady Li Hua's outfit. It's similar to the one Lady Gyokyo wears. No wonder her ladies in
All
waiting
right.
are so useless.
All right.
It's not Lady Lihua's fault. These types of women were gathered here intentionally. By the head lady in waiting.
The entire time I have been here, you've never once treated me like a consort. Me, an Empress Dowager? You don't think I've earned it. But neither of us knew. Until the last moment, whether you or I would be deemed worthy.
Worthy? How dare you talk down to me like that? Then again, when have you ever shown me the respect that I deserve?
Oh, she's done.
I was the one that excelled in my studies in etiquette. I've always been superior to you in every way. So why does everyone treat you like you're better than me?
There's a huge gap in breast size. I mean, caliber as a concubine.
Caliber.
Sheen and Lihua, meaning apricot and pear. Like they were a matching set.
So the
Because
Emperor
your father's
enjoys
head of the
his
family?
pears a lot
That
more than his
somehow makes you
apricots,
more
is what I'm
exceptional?
getting.
I was the one who was raised to become the Empress, and you had to go and steal it from me!
Shall I consider that a confession?
Oh, Jinshi's ready to act.
May you wither here, your womb never knowing fruit again! Curse you!
My Lady Sheen, it is obvious you love the Emperor very much.
Was that ever in question? Of course I do!
No. I just realized. You're only enamored with the status his love would afford you, nothing more. You're not like Lady Lihua.
Slapping. Oh, she's going to show some sympathy, though, right here.
Is that the way you felt this entire time? Sheen.
Oh, maybe not. I was going to say, somebody's got to slap someone.
You are my witness. She has insulted her mistress. Enough to make me raise my hand against her. I will fire her from my service.
Of course, it's just...
I see. A mere slap is hardly fitting. Well then, how about this?
Knock her lights out.
Why should I?
Well played. The consort certainly changed.
Ban this woman, so she will never enter the rear palace again.
A lenient and generous punishment, but more than enough to humiliate Sheen. Even if she feels resentment,
This is probably
she'll
a
be marked by
worse
scandal
punishment than,
and won't
like,
be able to do anything.
death. Because she's
These
so
two will
obsessed
never
with the
stand next to
status
each
and the
other
power.
again.
And instead of being killed for trying to murder a baby,
Here, use this.
she's basically being banished and
You're still
stripped of all her
bleeding.
power and her
I'm
status.
fine.
And
It's
that's
just some
going to be
small
worse to
cuts.
this lady
That
than
isn't
death.
the issue.
Come on, ruining quality silver.
It's like she
with
has
my
whiskers
blood.
now.
How did you know the sick servant was in the shed?
I was given a small clue.
The garden bush?
Typically, its flowers are red in color, but this shrub only has white blooms. Someone must have picked it out and planted it there. They say a combination of green and white is good for one's health.
Do they now?
Back to our Lady Sheen. She knew that those oils could be used as an abortion drug. They were trade goods and had been brought in by the caravan, no less.
I doubt she'd confess where she gained that knowledge even under questioning. The truth. And don't mince your words.
Sweet A.
Are you suggesting that someone in the rear palace is sharing how oils can be used for abortions?
I would say it's definitely worth looking into.
All right, one mystery solved, another one opened.
Excuse me?
Huh? White blossoms.
The girl in the shed. Is she alright?
She's leaving here to get proper treatment. Lady Lihua offered. She feels responsible and is even paying the costs herself.
Good job.
That apothecary was here again.
Yes. You must know by now. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be alive. What is troubling you so?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. A little something obviously is troubling the Emperor, and I would love to have more of him in the show. He kind of pops in and out very sporadically in the show. I would love to get to know him more and see what he actually is thinking and feeling in the moment, because I don't feel like we get enough of that. So maybe that's a sign that we're going to get more from him in the next coming episodes. I enjoyed these episodes a lot again, guys. I'm really enjoying this season. Hopefully you are too, and hopefully you're enjoying these reactions as you watch with me. It means a lot, again, that you are here. So thank you so much. But gosh, man, so much to unpack and so much to unfold, and there's still so many more mysteries kind of like layered on top of all this stuff that we still kind of got to figure out. So the head lady right there, like I was saying, she is probably just devastated because she received that punishment of banishment, and she probably would have preferred to just get killed. But yeah, she lost her power, and either she's just out of the picture and done, and we're done with her. But I partially could also see her finding Sweet or something, or the caravan people, and like coming back with like revenge in her mind, you know, or something like that. Like maybe we haven't seen the last of her, maybe we have, I don't know. But if they decide to bring her back, I feel like it'll be for some kind of revenge purpose. So let's see a little preview. We have some jewels, we have a swordsman, we have some drawings. Ooh, the Emperor's with MAOMAO. Okay, we might get more of him. There he is again. Oh, and the boy. Shrine of Choosing. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, I've been wondering, guys, since the first episode of this season about that boy. It looks a lot like Jinshi, and I can't tell if it's like a memory that like MAOMAO's going to immerse herself in and kind of like watch it unfold, and that's why we get like adult, you know, MAOMAO and a young Jinshi, or is it going to be a whole different kid altogether that just happens to look like Jinshi and happens to have that same hair color and all that kind of stuff, and some new character introduced? So we're probably going to get that answer next episode. I'm very excited for that, guys. I'm very excited to see more of this play out and to have more of this conspiracy unfold and get all answered, and it's going to be a great time, guys. I'm having a lot of fun bouncing theories off myself and off you guys, and let me know in the comments what you hope to see, what you think is happening right now. Obviously without spoilers if you can, please. And we'll be back soon for the next set of episodes, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, please drop a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode, this reaction, and I can't wait to chat with you guys down below. And like I said, we'll be back soon for the next episodes. Thanks again for watching. Have a great one, and we will see you next time.